Oh my god, we're back for some more Slay the Princess. So, on our first run, we completely trusted the narrator. And we had the good ending. Very funny, that, isn't it? Very funny how when you trust a narrator, everything works out. That's an inside joke for some of you who might not understand. Because I'm a narrator sometimes. Anyway, so this time, I'm going to do something different. We're going to trust the princess. So we're going to do everything she says. And we ain't going to sway. Let's do it. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, little do you know. Yeah, we don't need to explore. We did that all last time. Thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Good.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. A warning, she will lie. We're not going to ignore.
We're ignoring him. It's fine. Let's carry on. Let's get to the good stuff, yeah?
The interior of the cabin, the blade.
Enter the basement. I ain't taking it.
The door to her voice.
Hello?
Don't let.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since
Hi.
I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
Will do.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Oh, baby girl, anything for you. Do we talk first? I am a bit curious to see what you'd say.
Okay.
What's your name?
Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
She's pretty.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Very clever. Clever answer.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
So is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
That is interesting.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
I'll do no such thing. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
True.
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
But I don't. I'm the first person you've seen in a while. What have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
It's a pretty relevant question.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
What are you going to do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter. It's not like you'd believe me.
That's an odd thing to say. Can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
No, you're doing the right thing.
Damn right.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Never know. I'm gonna go check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
Thank you.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Hey, let me out of here.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Damn it. Well, I guess we're going back downstairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Shut up.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her
my
teeth
God.
tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Well, that was sudden.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Or we could use it to free her.
Damn right.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment,
Oh,
you
God,
place the
what?
blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
I'm not human. I mean, look at... I was not aware of that.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the
Oh
bone
my
of her arm.
God.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
I guess that's one way to do it.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
It's pretty tough, huh?
No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
You got it.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
I'd like to see you try.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Oh.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Warner, there's the one.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
I'm trying not to.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
It'll be in here. Oh, resist!
The blade! Move the blade! As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Saving the princess.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
I'm sorry.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Great!
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
This isn't how I thought it was gonna go.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
Now listen here, you little shit.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
I hope not.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh my god! I don't think I'm dead.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to...
Getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Oh my god, it's gone so meta.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Alright, let's proceed to the cabin. We're still in that playthrough, so we're saving the princess.
Before you go any further, she will lie, she will... We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure,
I love it. He's like
your
Matthew
passions
Berry.
are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Don't pay their bickering any mind.
Let's do it. Maybe we'll take the dagger with us.
The
this
interior
time.
of the
Oh,
cabin is clean and elegant,
a bit
its
different.
stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table. The blade is your...
I mean, we will take the blade.
You take the
just in
blade from the
case.
table.
I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an...
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us. Again, there's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's...
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe it clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
How strange, it's like he changed it.
But there was a mirror a second ago.
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
This is all very strange.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Rude.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
I love him.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember
be, though.
that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock
She has
eyes
a
with the
window this
princess.
time.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
Huh.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
We sure are, aren't we?
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
It sure does.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
That's right, villain, and you killed us.
Well, she killed us.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
Yeah, we're still not gonna do it.
We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. And you can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
I suppose I'm down with getting together with the princess. I was just thinking of saving her, but the smitten, I gotta say I'm liking his ideas.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
No. Of interesting things. A lot of things to ask. I don't feel like it's going to be very useful. Rescue the princess.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains.
Good luck with that. Don't you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her out with ease.
No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
That's true.
If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do? I think I'd rather believe in facts. Ah, so you're one of those empiricists. One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings. No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? Yes. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Damn.
You wouldn't.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I love this guy.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
This time?
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved.
Nah.
Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
Nah.
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
Damn right.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before. I mean, you sort of did last time, but this is different.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I'm not gonna answer that. I want you to tell me what you want.
I just want to make you happy.
Oh.
She can't just want to make us happy.
Has her art style changed? It does kind of look a little different, doesn't it? Music's also gone a little weird
It makes
there.
sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
But what would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
Yeah,
Is she
she's
broken?
definitely changing.
What's going on?
Oh boy.
What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
Maybe we don't ask her any more questions? I don't know. Do we follow that path? I'm kind of curious, like, if it's gonna get... It does seem like it's twisting a bit. Let's do you want to end the world?
Are you seriously asking her that?
Yeah.
Do you want to end the world?
She's just parroting our questions, isn't she?
No. Don't want the world to end.
Good answer. Now slay her.
No, thank you.
If you don't want to end the world, then I don't want to end the world either.
Perfect.
Why? Why would you have us slay this beautiful creature? Did you not hear her just now? She specifically said she doesn't want to end the world. Yeah, but aren't you getting the feeling she's just telling us what we want to hear? Even if she was, isn't that a good thing? If only she could hear me. All I would ever say is what I think she would like to hear. That she's beautiful and kind
and glows like the soft light of the moon. You're better off not arguing with that dolt.
I'm not gonna kill her. Let's see. I just want to leave. We can figure out the rest later.
That sounds perfect.
Oh, now she's kind of back to normal.
Oh, phew. She's back to normal.
Normal? What are you talking about? Our angel has always been like this. Absolutely flawless.
As the princess takes your hand in hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor, and with it tumbles the last hope for the entire world.
Good.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it.
I will mope about it,
because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair! We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
I mean, we're holding hands at this point, so clearly we're in love. I think we can open it if we try together.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
I told you our love was insurmountable.
You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything. If I'm about to see the end of the world, I'd rather not see it sober.
I feel that.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes,
Yay.
I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Our happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go?
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
But you don't get the chance to make that jacket. Something has taken her away and it's left something else in her place. Is this that same mirror?
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
What is going on, man? I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it.
Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see.
I think we need to,
I'm begging you, don't do this.
You don't seem to have much choice. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone. But the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Body, it's you. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Ah, that's deep. Solitary lights, what do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond.
Must be talking about her.
Perspectives to make my own. This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
I don't really know how any of this is. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Besides her, right?
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do you know the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
In certain circumstances, I would think so. Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
So is she just an extension of whatever this entity is? And because she exists in all these different worlds, all basically separated, you know, and then the moment they leave the cabin, their holding chamber, if you will, they're able to return to her. That's what I'm trying to ponder.
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
At least that's good. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
So she's a perspective, and they would like more perspectives to perhaps lead us to a true ending. How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite.
What?
The rest will find their own way home.
Okay. I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Not always. You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Okay. Make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Oh my god. Chapter 1.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I just had an achievement pop up that was called The Real Slay the Princess starts here. Well, color me very intrigued, and we will absolutely be going through this. I suppose I have to think about what kind of a journey I want to take us on. But I feel like we have to help her. We have to find all the perspectives that we're supposed to, and help this entity. I feel like that's what we're gonna have to do. Okay, then that's what we'll do next time. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again very soon. Take care.